Well, hello everybody. Um, I'm Hayden Smith, president of RHA. Welcome to the first general body meeting. Um, okay, no, you can Bridget. Okay, so let me start off by reading our RHA mission statement. So the Residence Hall Association is the overall governing body for all University of North Carolina Wilmington residence halls. The Residence Hall Association serves as the representative body for on-campus student population. The Residence Hall Association is responsible for promoting and generating campus activities while serving as a resource for the residents and the Office of Housing and Residence Life staff. So basically, to sum that up in a nutshell, we advocate for the on-campus student population and create programs to both entertain and make them better in their daily lives. If you could go to the next one. Thank you. So with that being said, let's meet the e-board. So hi again, I'm Hayden Smith. I'm the president. I'm currently a junior, majoring in film and minoring in entrepreneurship. Fun fact, my two favorite animals are alligators and pugs, a deadly combination. So my duties as president can be boiled down to two things. First, making sure that RHA runs smoothly, and second, to represent RHA when it comes to uh, speaking with other organizations in UNCW leadership. So.
Hi everyone, my name is Kinsley Slaughter. I'm currently a junior. I'm double majoring in environmental science with a biological concentration and philosophy and religion with a religious emphasis. I know it's a weird combination, but it's kind of just what I'm personally interested in. That's supposed to say llamas are my favorite animal because they are. I have a lot of them. They're in the background somewhere. And I also work at the Hot Wheels bike shop. I'm currently one of the only mechanics, so if your bike's ever jank, like I'm probably gonna be the person you come to fix it. So basically what I do, I handle the RHA budget. I submit all the purchasing requests for the organization at large, I suppose. I make sure that everything is updated in regards to our membership and on the our general body roster. And I take minutes. So if you see me kind of looking to the side, that's because I'm taking minutes as we're going through the meeting. Yeah, so it's good to meet you all. Sorry I don't have a picture. I don't have any current ones. And the other ones I have are of me with blue hair. So this is what I look like. Hi and goodbye.
Hey guys, I'm Holly. I'm the VP of Programming this year. I am a senior, currently majoring in Communication Studies and minoring in Recreation, Sports Leadership, and Tourism Management. Fun fact about me is my favorite TV show to binge watch is Friends. And basically what I do for my job is I plan and coordinate all RHA events. I help preserve the spaces for those events and gather any needed supplies. I work with Kinsley to create a PO for the event, which is like a purchase order for the supplies, and I manage our Wavelink page and the roster on Wavelink.
Hey everyone, I'm Lizzie Anderson. I'm the VP of Service and Sustainability. I'm currently a sophomore and my major is English Literary Studies, so I really like to read books. Fun fact, I love going kayaking and paddleboarding and just going outside and doing adventures, stuff like that. So what I do is I plan and facilitate events and programs related to sustainability or community service. I also work with other organizations on campus to coordinate sustainability efforts and just promote it in general.
Hey everyone, my name is Kendall Hart. I'm the National Communications Coordinator for RHA. I'm a junior, I'm a political science major and a pre-law minor. A fun fact about me, I really like to travel. I've been to 8 countries, I think. That's what I could count in my head when I made this. And as National Communications Coordinator, which is often shortened to NCC, I coordinate with other schools across the nation, and I lead delegations to conferences on the state, regional, and national levels of RHA.
Hi, my name is Bridget. I'm the Vice President of Public Relations. I'm a sophomore this year, and I'm majoring in biology with a neuroscience minor. I work at the rec center, and I love dogs, so stop by, come see me at the rec center. Or don't, because of Corona, I understand. I create advertisements for all RHA events. I'm also sharing my screen. I create displays, act as a photographer, and maintain the RHA website. I promote and update the social media as well.
So on the e-board, we currently have 2 vacant positions. The first one being VP of Advocacy and Development. Their job is to advocate for diversity, inclusion, and equality, and plan several programs throughout the year in order to serve that need. And they also plan our RHA retreats and area council trainings.
And then the other position works quite closely with me. It is the National Communications Coordinator in Training, which is again shortened to NCCIT. It's a lot of words. They work with me to plan conferences, lead delegations. The plus is then you get to travel to those conferences, maybe not this year, but maybe next year. Also, they get to coordinate with various institutions across the nation. Just, as a representative for UNCW, and as that representative, get to be a voice on behalf of the institution when we're passing regional legislation. The position is 2 years. You will be NCCIT for this year, and then you'll be NCC for the year following. And if you would like to apply for either of these positions, we have both a QR code and a tiny URL. So the tiny URL is tinyurl.com/UNCW-RHA-exec. That will bring you to the application for, it's just a really quick application for the exec board positions. You do have to live on campus for at least 1 year prior to this. So if you're, or one semester, my bad, 1 semester. So if you're a sophomore or anybody like that, yeah, please feel free to apply. We'd love to have you. And yeah. And actually, one more thing, now that I have wrapped up that, we are actually in the midst of campaigning for our first conference. That is the Secure Regional Leadership Conference. It's going to be a virtual conference experience hosted by UNCG. It will be the weekend of November 6th to the 8th. It is free to join. You are going to be able to meet people from across the southeastern United States. So there's going to be a lot of people there. You'll get to collaborate with those people. You'll get to collaborate with those people, and you'll get to learn a lot about personal and professional development at the conference. It's a big part of that. If you're going to be an area council member, this is a great way for you to find out new ideas for your RHA position. If you are, thinking about area council, it's still a great opportunity to get involved with the world of RHA. It really can be adapted to just about any position, to be completely honest with you. There are programming is what they're called, programming or educational sessions that really, they range. So you can, grow as a person, you can grow as a professional, you can grow as a member of RHA. It ranges so much. It's an excellent leadership opportunity. If you would like to go, please email me. My email is on the screen, but it's khh3472@uncw.edu. Or if you're on the Zoom, you can just, send me a private message on the Zoom chat if that's easier for you, and I can, I'll go ahead and send you the registration link. We just want to make sure that we have a, good idea of who is applying or who will be coming to this conference.
So this year we're doing our regional council breakdown a little differently. We usually have area council breakdown. So one would be for landing and crossing, but this year we're putting them together. So one of them is Sandpiper and Pelican. The others is Schweetz and Village, Belk and Graham Hewlett, Landing and Crossing, and Tri House, which consists of Cornerstone, Keystone, and Innovation. But unfortunately, this year, nobody is living in Innovation.
And kind of off of what she said, we are kind of going away from the normal area council kind of structure that we usually have. And so this year we're really going to think about focusing on committees. You'll hear more about that in the weeks to come, but basically just a couple, the Public Relations Committee, Service and Sustainability, Advocacy and Development, Internal Development, which is more like RHA itself, the organization, and the Programming Committee. So whenever we do programs, kind of doing that all as a big group. So yeah, more to come on that, but that's what we got, so.
So with that being said, we'd like to open it up to any questions anybody might have. So, yeah. Does anybody have any questions?
Please don't speak all at once. I've always wanted to say that because all the like old people say that.
Yeah, or you could just introduce yourself as well.
Hey y'all, I'm not a student, but I am the ARC for Crossing. I'm finally getting to see everybody's faces. I'm gonna assume you guys are the e-board because I haven't had to put like faces to names yet. But hey y'all, I kind of missed a little bit of your presentation, but I got a good gist of it. I was in class, but good job y'all, you guys are doing it. I'm thankful you guys are making these changes as well. So. Good work.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Hi, I have a question. Hello, everyone. I am Teddy Howell. I serve as the advisor, or one of the advisors to RHA. So I get to advise these lovely members who just spoke. So awesome job by you all. Also serve as the residence coordinator for Short Salton University Suites. But my question to the exec board is, so understanding that you all have these regional councils and committees, how does one person get involved with this? Who should we contact?
That is an excellent question, actually. So there are two people that you can actually, I guess, contact. One person would be your ARC for wherever you live. You can just go, if you just Google where, like if you live in Sandpiper, you can Google Sandpiper Hall. It will come up with the UNCW page for it, and your ARC will be there with their email. You can send them a quick email. If you think that is a lot of work, you can send one of us an email. You can send me an email. I don't care. My email is already up on the screen. And we can, if you would just tell us where you live, we can either get you in contact with them, or we will connect you with the correct resources.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I can introduce myself. Hi, everybody. My name is Kendra. I'm the ARC for Seahawk Village. Nice to see everybody. I know I've met Hayden. He's great. Village resident. Village, yes. And Kendall's one of my GRs. It's great.
I was about to say, are you gonna leave me out on this? Like, really?
No. You know, best for last. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, Kendall's great. Hayden's great. Nice to see everybody else though. So
It's nice to see you. Anybody else want to introduce themselves? Or questions, either one. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did you guys discuss a new timeline, or is it still the same timeline from basically last week? And when I say timeline, I'm talking about like voting and other stuff like that.
As of right now, the timeline should still be the same, I believe. Yes. Sorry, I'm asking one of my other. Yeah, the timeline should be the same still. Voting will be a little bit different this year, but everything should still be the same. Fall summit and like announcements and all that should still be the same.
It's just kind of like a buffer meeting until like we kind of get into like the years, like when we kick things off. There's about to be a lot of new things that we're kind of like trying out this year. Again, it's all of us trying to adapt to COVID best we can. But you know, there's a lot of things going on like with committees, and so all of that's going to look a little different. And you will be getting more information about that. Should be by the end of this week, or at the very beginning of next week for sure. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. So it's just kind of like TV to be announced.
Have that answer your question?
So here's my dilemma that we've been having. We've done a lot of outreach, we've done a lot of advertisement, but it's been very hard to get people to show up to interest meetings, to just acknowledge what area council is. That's why I was asking about the timeline to see if there was any more time for us to, I mean, unless you guys have any suggestions on how to, you know, get people to join.
Well, for instance, I think it would be really helpful if like we could also be a part of that. So we were talking about doing a newsletter, you know, reaching out to residents directly through the ARCs or through the RCs, however that can be done, just letting them know like what's going on, because this is a year-long thing. So, you know, we're always going to have people coming in. We're always going to be, you know, we're always going to keep functioning. So, you know what I mean? Like we're going to keep things rolling. Again, I think the changes that will be announced later on in the next week or so are definitely going to help with that for sure. And those changes were made specifically to address that problem, you know, with people not really being sure of what's going on, of not being aware of like how they can get involved with COVID going on. So yeah, I'll pass it off to Teddy because I feel like I'm good.
You did a good job. You were doing good. I was just like, keep going. So yeah, Sasha, I will talk with the ARCs probably tomorrow to kind of give some updates of what's happening with everything, and with the regional. There's a proposal on the floor from the exec team that is going to kind of adjust some timelines a little bit. So our time like voting and fall summit, we're gonna still have those couple of things, at least for fall summit, but that's gonna change just a little bit. More likely we push back another week, but once we get that done, I will let you know. But we will have a full proposal information given out to the ARCs and then your role and what that's going to look like.
I do want to say that earlier, Teddy asked the executive board, what do you like most about RHA? So I'm going to take a second to come up with my answer so it sounds nice. I'm going to pass it off to the rest of the executive board just so it doesn't go unaddressed.
My favorite thing about RHA is the people, because everyone's been so nice to me so far.
Took my answer, Bridget. I was gonna say the same thing, but like every year we have like a community of like people that come together, and so it's always nice to make new friends and like meet new people. And I'm still in contact with most of them, so I guess that's the aspect I like, just like kind of making new friends as we go.
I think not only that, but like, I mean, obviously it's like, you know, you go into work and it's great, you know, you have those professional connections, but you do get very close with like these individuals. Like I have learned so much about my professional life, and like maybe it's kind of actually my experience through RHA has kind of helped me shift my interest. Actually, I was going to go into research science, and I think I'm going to go more into higher ed or something like that. And it's kind of because of my involvement with RHA. So yeah, that's just one of my favorite things, is definitely like, it's also those personal connections, but also like that personal growth that you see both professionally and just as a person. So
I will have to say that I think the best thing about RHA is conferences, because you get to travel and meet a bunch of people and stuff like that. So great. It's a great part of RHA, and I know I cut Lizzie off, and that's my bad, but sorry.
Okay, yeah, so I'll go. My favorite thing about RHA is obviously sustainability, but also I like the community service aspect and just like helping out the community and also reaching out to other organizations and stuff like that. And also, of course, the people are really cool.
So my favorite thing would definitely be programming. That kind of goes along with why I chose this position. I really like planning programs and like implementing them and like making residents happy. And I want to be like an event planner and go into something like that after I graduate. So that's just kind of why I joined.
I know a lot of my friends joined RHA last year because they wanted to sort of dip their toes in the water before they like applied to be an RA or a different position in RHA. So I know it's really good to also like just kind of get to know the organization by joining general body. And like there's so many different things you can do with after general body.
yeah, and like if you join, you'll definitely find your niche. Like I really like what you said there. Also, I feel like it's just one of those things where it's such a great leadership opportunity to start, because it's really, you know, before you have to go like going into an interview, you know, we do programs like our advocacy and development position. Usually we'll throw programs for general body members, and it's actually to help them train those leadership skills that they're going to need later on in life in their academic career. So yeah, I think that's just kind of adding on to what she said. I just like to hear myself talk.
Are there any other all wrong answers? Your favorite part of RHA is the ARC. I like that. Oh Lord. Describe RHA in one word. So describe RHA in one word.
Can we have 2 words?
Thanks. Roll calls. Ooh, yes. Yes, roll calls are always awesome. We gotta get roll calls, guys. Let's see. I was gonna say conferences originally, but now if I have 2 words, programs and conference. That's 3 words. I know I just said 3 words, but you know what I mean.
I say like advocacy and partying, because that's basically what we do here. We talk about people, we talk to people, we reach out to people, and we have a good time while we're doing it.
I would say community, I guess, yeah.
I was going to say something similar to Kendall. I also agree with community, but I was also going to say like family as well could be another word, because we're all very close.
Any other questions? If not, thank you all for coming to our first general body meeting. To the ARCs, we'll try to be in contact with you soon about any changes that we make. We're trying to figure out how a couple things work, but you know, as soon as we get it all sorted out, we'll let you know. And to anybody who wants to join RHA, please do. We want to have you. So, yep. Thank you for coming.